Look, it's brutal out there. Social impact programs keep hitting the same walls. People don't change, systems stay broken, money flows, but real results almost never show up. You put everything into these projects, pouring time, resources, heart, and still it feels like you're spinning wheels in the mud. Why? Because you're trying to fix human behavior with old tools. You expect people to act rationally, to do the right things just because you say so or because it's logical. That's the biggest mistake. Humans don't work like that. Behavioral economics is not just some fancy theory, it's the secret weapon you've been ignoring. It's the science of how real people actually think, feel, decide, and then act. If you keep running social programs like spreadsheets and flowcharts, you're blind to the triggers that move people's hearts and minds. You want impact? You need to tap into actual human motivation. Start obsessing over small, seemingly random choices, because those tiny nudges, framing effects, defaults, social proof, loss aversion, they're the real engine under how people behave. Nothing you've built will matter if you don't shape decision environments. Here's what to do. Strip away your complex jargon, your endless meetings, your lofty mission statements, and get ruthless about designing choices. Design them so that the easiest default action is the one that moves your cause forward. Stop wasting time trying to convince everyone with data or logic. Instead, build fixes that manipulate natural human biases for good. Make people lose something if they don't participate. Make joining feel like a social norm everyone's already doing. Anchor decisions around clear, simple commitments. Make it emotionally effortless for people to say yes. Use commitment devices. Even simple public promises change everything. If your program is complicated, no one will stick. Cut the crap. Make it simple, repetitive, and tied to immediate rewards or losses people feel. Behavioral economics proves that people care way more about avoiding losses than grabbing uncertain gains. Use that. And here's the kicker nobody talks about. It's not just about individuals. Social impact fails when you ignore networks, trust, and social pressure. Behavioral tools can amplify your reach, but only if you engineer those relationships strategically. That means creating communities where people influence each other's choices, making the right behavior visible and celebrated. Don't just deliver aid or services, create ecosystems where positive change becomes contagious and self-sustaining. If you're not designing for social incentives and peer effects, you're playing without the strongest cards. This is where most social enterprises miss the mark. They focus on the what, but totally forget the how. They perfect their tech, their service, their pitch, and then wonder why nobody sticks. You have to obsess over how people actually make decisions, moment by moment. Every touch point with your program needs to reinforce the behavior you want. Test defaults, test language, test timing, test every tiny step until the results become inevitable. You're not just fighting poverty or inequality, you're battling deep, wired human instincts shaped over millions of years. Your job isn't to fight those instincts head-on, it's to harness them, to design the world people interact with so it pushes toward your impact. If you get this right, your programs won't just survive, they'll thrive. They will spread without massive spend, without coercion, because they're built around what humans really do, not what you want them to do. Now grab that and run with it. Tear apart your plans and rebuild them brick by brick with behavioral science in the driver's seat. You've seen what's not working. Time to be brutal, to get precise, to be relentless. Use cognitive biases as your tools. Make failure impossible because your design makes bad choices harder than good ones. Build social influence loops that no one can escape, that keep momentum going long after you step back. That's the future. Stop hoping people will change because it's right or logical. Force change by building systems that make doing the right thing easier, natural, and normal. You want impact? Then act like it. You don't need more passion. You need more behavioral economics. Get it wrong, and your programs are just noise. Get it right, and you shift entire communities, rewrite lives, and finally unlock the power your work has been missing all along. No more guessing games, no more wasted resources. This is how change actually happens. Now go build that future, starting today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.